So I was surprised again by seeing a Falcon. I thought it was a pretty elegant solution, as opposed to, like you said, trying to get an Avatar or something huge like that. How does Falcon fit into your army here? Because I know you get a couple of them coming up.
Well, I was getting nervous because usually I bank a lot more victory points in my advantage, and basically I needed a unit that let me stay on the field longer, and Falcon, seeing how it allows on-field reinforcements, was a perfect solution to my problem. Because even though I mentioned Swarmlord, I wasn't really expecting him. I was expecting Lictors, and with such amount of units on the field and Lictors sneaky capping victory points, I needed to stay on the field much longer than I usually would.
And I noticed that you didn't even hesitate to get the energy field right away on the Falcon there, obviously, because that really tanks you up. And really, what a humongous effect that has on your battlefield right there. So you can see the first major victory where he literally just retreats away from you, and you've got complete control of this area now.
Yeah, basically I didn't have to retreat my units even though they were really damaged. I could just back up a bit and reinforce. So yeah, the Falcon basically paid itself off in this battle.
Yeah, that was a real turning point in this game. So 145 points right now for you, about to be up 2-0, and 164 for him. Still a really close game though, man.
Yeah, definitely. I really couldn't believe that I was getting pressed so hard, even though I focused on map control so much.
Man, and he is just unrelenting with just moving around in gigantic blobs. That blob is just really hard to deal with, especially when he focuses it on the weaker side of your army there. Hive Tyrant going down to the south to cap that southern victory point there, but yeah, big, massive Tyranid blob right now.
Yeah, definitely. A really massive blob that has high DPS and high durability, so...
It's kind of a win-win there.
Yeah, basically this is why I opted for a Falcon, Guardians, and Autarch, because with the stacking and damage mitigations in Falcon, basically it lets me stay on the field and fight back. I can't fight him in a direct battle, so...
So now I notice you're engaging him from the south here, whereas are you trying to draw him away from your northern victory points, or is that just how it happened to land there?
It's a coincidence, actually.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. But man, yeah, continue to attack from all sides. It looks like the southern side here with the Guardian's going to have to retreat on either. And you are now building your second Falcon as well. Obviously having a lot of luck with that first Falcon.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, this was the part where I was actually expecting a Carnage or a Swarmlord. So I needed AV, but against double Raveners and against the Hive Tyrant, Bright Lances or any sort of platform unit would be completely useless. So I wanted a Navy unit that could kite. So this is why I decided to make a second Falcon.
And there's our first Lictor on the field right now, just as you called it. Unfortunately, though, he is getting the beatdown from double Falcons and an Autarch. He's going to have to run away there. And yeah, you're going to get central control once again. 2-1 victory points if you can stand it. I think she should be. I don't know. I think you get it here, but that's a lot of damage.
She can take it.
She's tough.
She's leveled.
She's tough. She's leveled. She's level 2. And there you have it. Backing them up with the Falcons right there. 135 to 82 points. 2-1. Really turning this around. Very late game here.
Yeah.
But man, look at that invulnerable Hive Tyrant just chase down your Falcon. That guy is a beast. But it looks like you've totally outlasted his invulnerability just by retreating, and now you're threatening to completely wreck him.
Yeah. He can take so much damage, man. That armor actually gives him 300 extra hit points as well, so it's really good.
Oh god, the Falcon is running away here, just crashing through whatever scenery it can get through to get out of there. Again, we see this Lictor on the field right now, just kind of leading the chase here, trying to put some pressure on these Warp Spiders. Yeah, so I mean, what's going through your head right now? This is chaotic. I mean, you're just constantly microing every last little thing.
Actually, this is where I started thinking that I will lose. And I'm getting really anxious, you know, because I really hate playing against Tyranids in close games, because one wrong retreat late game and basically you lost the entire game. Really fast units are really a lot of squads on the field means that if you retreat in a mass fashion that you will basically lose the entire map in 30 seconds. So yeah, basically I'm really scared now. Especially considering that if I saw one lictor, that means there's a second lictor coming.
Turret formation coming up right now. Luckily, it looks like, whoa, you're kind of backing away. Now, are you just trying to dodge the spikes now, or are you just moving in 2 different directions here?
Yeah, basically, I know the order of which they come out, so I was dodging.
I like that. You saw you got hit by the first one, and then you just kind of went back forth to kind of avoid them. That was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those crushing claws, though, on that Hive Tyrant, with his invulnerability right now, he's just chasing down. And now you're in a really dangerous spot with the Falcons, because, well, I guess the one Falcon has full mana, but that other Falcon's really low in mana. Not going to be able to use that shield for too much longer. Oh, but it looks like you were able to just barely outlast him, though.
Yeah, Falcon shield regeneration is pretty solid, and basically you can... Oh, you failed to notice the shuriken in a building.
Yeah, I was just watching that guy there covering that victory point. That's pretty cool. I love how you just totally cover that victory point and just kind of put some pressure on them, and as soon as they run away, move out, capture it, and then go back in. It's kind of like a permanent way to defend
because it was really useless, to be honest, in this point of the game, because he has double lictors, double raveners, Hive Tyrant. It would be useless anywhere else on the map. So I decided to place it in the building.
Yeah, those lictors are really doing a good job. Sorry, what were you saying?
But I'm countering them with heavy gouge death spinners, so...
Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually the first upgrade you got on the Warp Spider, too. I was surprised by that. Not that you picked it, but just that you hadn't got anything else yet. But as you were saying, that makes sense. And now we can see down south, your Shuriken team, having gunned off everybody else, is just going to cap that point and head back into the building. So not a bad way to keep permanent control over that.
Yeah.
Autark up top, going to have to deal with a whole bunch of Venom Brood melee.
Yeah, but like you said, she can take it, especially considering she's level 3, so that's like 900 hit points.
And it is coming down to the wire right now. You are up 1-0. It is 46 points right now for Moonsugar and 82 for you. Freaking close game here.
Yeah.
I think I saw some repairs going on earlier on your Falcons, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had to repair him because one was out of mana and was almost dead. So
yeah.
And basically, at any point in time, a lictor could pop out and kill it. So I had
I see the heavy gauge right there being used to knock down that lictor a little bit. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I think this was the first squad I wiped out, the Ravener squad. So, well, actually no, I killed Termagants as well.
Yeah, you start actually killing some of his stuff throughout here. Oh, and there goes the Falcon, though, hunted down by the Lictor. The Lictor's going to try and retreat, but he's going to get out of there. Oh, and the perfect double grenade spike, and you take out the Lictor on the way home. Oh, I love it. I love it. Is there anything, by the way, players can do to practice to get better at spike timing, or is it just do it a lot?
Do it a lot.
Any trick to it? Nope, just do it a lot, get used to how long it takes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, basically that's the only thing you can do. I mean, you can, like, play mock games or labs and just ask a friend of yours to retreat, and you practice throwing grenades, like on high resources and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or you can just play a lot of games, and like after 5 or 6 tries, you get the hang of it.
Nice. Well, once again, the Falcon and the Warp Spider and the Warp Spiders are just kind of cleaning up on the north here. It looks like you're going to be able to regain control of that. It is still tied 1-1, 35-35 points, though. Oh my God, it still feels like it's anybody's game, although you definitely seem to have at some point, you have a total edge here. At some point, Moonsugar had like 8 units on the field and had his whole bar filled. You can tell that your attrition has just been, like the last couple of battles in particular, you've wrecked a bunch of his units. He's still spamming Lictors right now, but it seems a little pointless at this point.
Yeah, basically you see here the effectiveness of Lictors actually late game, but to be honest, he was pretty careless and lost 2 of them. He didn't retreat on time, especially with the first one.
Yeah.
Usually you want to retreat your Lictor like at 40 or 50% hit points. So
oh, and one big Tyrannoformation coming off once again, right on top. Oh, it looks like it just missed the Falcon there, actually. And it hit, I think it hit the Hive Tyrant? Is that correct?
Well, actually, the Tyrannoformation can't kill a Falcon.
Oh, okay, that was just you knocking him around then. I guess that was the Warp Spider and him getting knocked around. But either way, this one came down to the line, so I guess he bailed out right then. It looked like both of you lost your heroes at the end, but he conceded at that point.
Yeah, because basically I had my Warp Spiders on the field and a Falcon, and he didn't have any units to fight it off. So
Yep, and you were just going to cap the middle, cap the north, and then that would have been a good game pretty soon there. So man,
yeah.
good game, sir. I really enjoyed that one. I was very surprised that he just kind of bam ended without saying anything. But oh well, I'm sure it was a tense game and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know, man. What were your takeaways from this game? What was what would be the lesson that you'd like people to learn from this type of fight?
Well, the first lesson is when you're playing against Tyranids, especially ones that are good as this guy, you need to curse a lot, or you will get very frustrated, and you will like bash your keyboard and the monitor and whatnot. So it's better to let out your frustration during the game, as things unfold. Or you're going to go kill a baby or a puppy or whatever after the game. So that's lesson number one, and lesson number two is you need to protect your power farm at all times, and you need to focus on map control as well. So it's a bit of a contradicting goal playing against Tyranids. But if you play perfectly, Eldar will beat Tyranids like 60 or 70% of the time. So, but
Nice.
on the other hand, mistakes cost you dearly. So
Well, man, that was
you
an
need,
excellent game. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say something?
yeah, well, basically you need to be at the top of your game when you're playing against a solid Tyranid who knows what he's doing. So that's the lesson of the day.
That sounds good. I totally appreciate it. Well, I mean, that was an excellent game. I really enjoyed casting this with you. I hope everybody else out there is enjoying this whole Meet the Player series, because I plan on doing more of these, revisiting players and also getting new players in here and whatnot. So look forward to more of those casts. But Choko, thank you very much for joining me today. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was a real nice thing for me because I didn't do a video on demand for a very long time. So
Excellent. Well, yeah, you're
feel a
definitely
bit.
one of my favorite Warp Spider Exarch players, so it was a
Oh
pleasure
man, I
indeed.
thought I was your favorite player of all
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry. I was quantifying that just so I'd have a bailout if I had to use the same line as somebody else later. No, just kidding.
Okay, you can cut this out.
All right, I will edit that out in the future. No, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm Harlequin. He's Choko Bambus, and we'll see you guys in next time.